Hey witch, welcome back to my channel. My name is Matt, and this is Spell You Later, where I do a bunch of random stuff. Today we're doing planty things. We're actually going to be rescuing plants today. In my plant tour videos, I pointed out a couple of my problem children, and we're going to try to address those today, and try to see if we can help them out a little bit. I do have my coffee with me today in this lovely crackhead chicken mug. Gotta love home goods. So, our first problem child that we're going to be addressing is my dieffenbachia camouflage. In my plant tour video, I pointed out that there's like 6 canes in here, all competing for space. She says impulse purchase. We're definitely gonna save this cane here because she's got 2 little growth points coming off already. But a lot of them are like this new leaf in the middle there between my eyes is rotting, so we're gonna have to cut that off. But I think there's probably root rot going on. It's definitely overcrowded, so we're gonna divide them. I've got some pots here, and I've got my homemade chunky soil mix in my cauldron. So yeah, let's start investigating. We're gonna resituate the camera so I can show you what I'm doing, and then I'll see you in a second. Do you like my socks? They say some people see weeds, some people see wishes. Anyway, so here is Miss Dieffenbachia camouflage. I'm trying to be in frame as much as freaking possible. I'm just 80,000 feet tall. So, let's start by taking that out. I'm just gonna give her a little massage. I think every one of these canes is originating from the middle one, which... Oh yeah. There's definitely some root rot going on. I just broke out. Oh! Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Okay. Let's get a little... Just gonna... Some people are gonna be so mad at me for how I do things. It's okay. You can be mad at me if you want to. Everyone else is. Seems like. That's not true. I'm being dramatic. So just kind of poking at the soil gently. I'm not like being too forceful because I do want to save as many roots as possible. It's just very clear that these are all just like disintegrating off. Not good. This is very compact soil too. You could use like a chopstick, a skewer, a pencil. Use whatever you got. This soil is like not chunky at all either. The soil I bought it in. It has a little bit of orchid bark in there, but it's like very fine. Which, I mean, dieffenbachias do like water, but not that much. Starting to see the main roots. Now I'm just using my hands because I don't have time. I don't care if I get dirt around my fingernails. I work with plants for a living, so I pretty much always do. I don't wear gloves at work. Don't have time for that. Kidding somewhere. I'm actually happy to see that there's like a lot of healthy roots still and not just like a mass of dead, rotten roots, because that would have been heartbreaking. I love this plant and I really want her to do better. But we gotta separate her and her sisters. They've all grown up too much. They need their own houses. So she's ready to come off. There's one. Oh, that's the one that we wanted to save anyway. That's the one that has the little, hey. Next we got her with an actual leaf on her. Look at that. Now we're gonna pull this one and gently remove the roots. I'm so happy they all have their individual root systems too, even though they are all connected to the main cane. Gorge. Now I went from having 1 dieffenbachia camouflage to having 6. Yay! I have so much space for extra plants. I do want to get as much of the old soil off, just in case there's any kind of like bacterial growth. I'll show you how I rinse the roots in a second, but here is just some warm water in an old bucket. I'm gonna put some rubbing alcohol. That's good. Look at that. Doesn't get all of it off, but it does sanitize it. So we'll put her over there. Ta-da! Gorgeous. Ta-da! Stunning. Lost some. Done rinsing roots at least. So let's get this out of here. We'll get her old pot out of here. And find our tools in the mound of soil. And then I'm just gonna like roll the dirt away from me so I have a little extra room to work. Perfect. Get my canes over here. Don't ingest dieffenbachia. Don't get it in your mouth. The juices and stuff. It's really bad for you. It's actually like, it'll paralyze your vocal cords. There's actually a really dark history with dieffenbachia, which you may or may not already know. It was used by nefarious people for nefarious things, and it was horrible. I'm actually toying with the idea of doing like a houseplant iceberg list video thing. If that's an interest to you, let me know and I'll start researching. If you're not familiar with iceberg lists. Do you even watch YouTube? I'm just kidding. It's like the tip of the iceberg is like the least scary, and then like the bottom of the iceberg, the deepest layer, is like the stuff that you might not know and like the stuff that's the scariest or whatever. So if you want me to like rank houseplants or like houseplant facts on an iceberg list, let me know. I'll do the research, because hyperfixation, you know? So now it's time to pot all of our lovely diffs in some clear plastic nursery pots so I can look at the roots. Whoops! I got my chunky soil here. Put a little bit in the bottom. Get one of our canes, place it nicely in there, like so. And then, I don't have a cup, so I'm just going to use my hands. I'm going to put it in here. And shake it so it gets around all the roots. Gorgeous. 1 down, 5 to go. The heck? Really? Next one. Drama queen. Okay. Cool. Ta-da! One more. And then we're moving on to another plant. Would this be? No, that's no. I'll be right back. We did it. We did it. Now we have 6 dieffenbachias instead of 1. Yay! I really don't need that many, but I would rather have healthy plants than a plant that's dying. So that is how I choose to look at this. And also, they'll make excellent gifts if I don't have something for someone for Christmas. And as long as I don't have pets. I forgot. At the beginning of this video, this is my Homelamina camouflage. Hamala Harris. R.I.P. girl. She didn't die. I wanted to show you guys how, like, dramatic it is once you water it. So we're gonna put her here, and then hopefully by the end of the video, you'll see her perk up a little bit. Alright, next problem child. We're actually downgrading this one as well. In my alocasia cabinet, in my plant tour video, she got root rot, or I noticed she had root rot. She has 2 healthy roots hanging on in there. Oh, my poor jacklyn. I don't know if you can see all the roots coming out the bottom there. I'm gonna go corm hunting in there later. Hopefully, maybe they survived. But there's a little corm. Might not be viable because it's so tiny, but alright, so we're gonna do her a quick rinse. And with root rot, you're just gonna want to get all the mushies off. Oh no. That's the one challenging thing about having alocasias, I'm not gonna lie. It's the constantly battling like root rot and spider mites. Like that's what you're signing up for when you love alocasias, like root rot and spider mites just constantly. Which is really frustrating, but one day I'll discover like the perfect science and I'll share it with you. This is what it looks like up close. It really does not look very good. But it's not mushy, so we're gonna just like go for it. So when something happens like this, I don't put it back into pond. I'll change it into fluval because fluval is like more nutrient dense in my experience. That's the fluval. I just have it in this little cup. I'm actually just probably gonna plant her in this cup without drainage because that, I mean, fluval dries out pretty fast, so I like to use no drainage. I didn't think of a cup to pour this into. I might be able to just jam her in there. Oh yeah, just press and shake. And then gravity and physics will take care of the rest. That was easy. Now we're going to put some water. Not too much. She's recovering from root rot. But I do have some things in the water that'll help with root rot as well. I started adding thyme and oregano oil to my waterings, literally just 2 drops of each of those in that gallon of water, to help combat like fungal infections, to help combat like pests in the soil. It's kind of an experiment. I have never heard of anyone else doing that. Doesn't mean that like nobody else is doing that. I'm sure people are using essential oils in their water, but I don't know. So far it seems to be working. I've seen a decrease in spider mites. So, I know rosemary oil is sold for like a spider mite pest treatments as well. Like a little bit of rosemary oil in your water. The plant uptakes it into its cells, and then the rosemary prevents the pests from biting the plants and sucking the sap out because it tastes like rosemary and it's icky. I love rosemary. Bugs do not. Alright, so hopefully we saved Miss Jacklyn. She's probably going to drop all of her leaves. Well, I don't know. She had a couple roots in there, so she might not drop all of her leaves, but... How long have we been recording? 23 minutes. That's not very long, actually, so we might have time for one more if we feel like it. Originally, I was going to try to dig into this aspidistra, because ever since I bought her, like, forever ago, she has not pushed a single leaf for me. Not one new leaf since I got her. I was like, what's going on? And I've lost leaves from it, and this is a cast iron plant. It's like supposed to be indestructible. So, and there might be a spider living in it. I don't know. I don't see it. See, it doesn't mean it's not there. So let's take her out of her pot. I've never repotted this since I bought her. That's a lie. This is Piney Creek Greenhouse, lupine. So I must have repotted her at some point. Oh. I mean, she's got roots. Hey, okay, okay. There is a little baby leaf coming up. Oh, okay. No, she's doing good. I don't want to disturb her too much. Actually, that's a lie. That's a lie. But her root system seems healthy. We are losing quite a few, though. So I think the soil is too compact underneath the rhizome. Because this plant is rhizomatic, like ginger. If you don't know what a rhizome is, that's okay. It's a type of root structure. Like when you think of ginger root, it's not a root, it's a rhizome. So it's like that big chunky blob that looks like a root. But it's a rhizome. It stores the plant's nutrients, and it helps develop roots, and it grows the leaves. It's basically an underground stem. Look at them roots. Alright. Now I will give them a little rinse. Probably should have changed the water out. I do have some root rot going on in here. I don't know if it's root rot or if it's just dead roots. Either is possible. Root rot is usually caused by like a bacterial infection, if I'm not mistaken. dead roots just happen because roots die sometimes. You'll usually know it's root rot if it stinks. If it like smells pretty rancid. Dead roots don't really stink that much. I will actually be right back. I'm gonna go rinse this in the sink. We're back from the sink. I wanted to show you how cool this looks. Can you see it? The rhizome in there. So, she looks gorgeous. I just used like a little dish brush to kind of like scrape off the dirt in there. I'm gonna just put her in, no, that's way too small, and this is way too big. So I'm gonna go find a suitable pot. BRB, I'm not very prepared for this. Whoa. Alright, I'm back with my seed catalog and some dried herbs. Don't know what that is, but we got our pot. It's not clear, but that's okay. I do prefer clear pots because I can keep an eye on the roots easier. And I just put them in decorative pots anyway, so it's not like you can see the clear pots all the time. And I think I need more soil. I definitely need more soil. Be right back again. I'm so prepared for this. Alright, well that was a fiasco. Oh my god! Everything's going wrong. Welcome to a day in my life. Go in there. No, not that much. We're happy, we're having fun, playing with plants. I'm gonna mix it all up. I would be more than happy to share my soil recipe if you would like. It's nothing special. I mean, I have tips on how to save money with soil. I'm actually really happy I did this with this plant today because now I'm confident that she's gonna grow and start pushing leaves kind of soonish. Almost done. Ta-da! We did it! Now, there's like 52 billion plants that I need to go water. So I'm gonna go take care of all those and clean up the giant mess that I have just created for myself to clean up on this beautiful Saturday morning. But it's only 9:20 in the morning and I've already filmed a YouTube video. Look at me go. I'm really hacking this ADHD thing, okay? Make your bed in the morning if you have ADHD. That's my constant harp because if you have ADHD and you make your bed in the morning, it like supercharges your productivity for the day, which can confirm is 100% factual. But I hope you have enjoyed this video. We didn't give her enough time to do really anything. But if you check me out on Instagram, I'll try to update y'all later on my stories. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today. Which plant was your favorite that I repotted today? Was it the alocasia jacklyn? Was it the dieffenbachia camouflage? Was it the aspidistra asahi? Let me know. And if you have any questions about plants, you need to know like what to do there, how to do this, how to do that, let me know. I would love to help because I am a helper at heart. Until next time, I will spell you later. Goodbye.